Anybody ready to go?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's hear it. Ready for a card to show how you're feeling today. Face up card.
What? Say
A
that
face up card showing how you're showing up today. How are you feeling?
Oh, a tarot card.
Your friend thinks that's funny.
We're only at a tarot class.
We were having a little conversation about Discord, and it is a nice place to put our ideas and collaborate in between classes and to keep the history of our revelations. So in case you're considering or not, it can be a really good resource for all of us, but you don't have to. So I'm showing up like this. It's kind of full speed ahead and multiple items at full speed ahead.
Everything all at once.
Yeah, the Eight of Wands. I'm pretty lit up right
now. I don't know if you're aware of it, but that looks exactly like a Pleiad meteor shower, which is happening like right now.
Right.
So isn't that interesting?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, should I pass? Okay, go ahead, Janet.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So Kathy and I have been working. I don't know. Have we been working for like 2 months on Crete, right? Our first learning gathering. And so both these cards Kathy and I just spent 2 days doing nothing but working. So this is how I feel about what we're creating right now. There's Kathy.
Wow.
And I didn't realize until that's not a nuthatch, but it sort of has
So sweet.
But we are just in this discovery state of, I mean, my feelings about Minoans are just, I mean, you know, how much joy can you possibly hold? And then I burst out laughing at this one, the Page of Swords, because that's also, Kathy and I are like, I don't know, how many books have you got? And then she's got these books, and then I buy them, and look, it's a bloody dandelion blowing.
Oh my gosh.
It's perfect.
The Page of Swords. Kathy can tell us what that means, but that's how I'm showing up, working with Kathy and absolutely falling in love with Art 6.
Yeah. Okay,
I'll
pass
pass it on to Maritatin. You look like you're ready.
I am ready. I picked this card today. It's the Ace of Pentacles, but I picked it for the image because I felt like tired today but also really grounded, and like I wanted to dig into the earth, and I don't know, I'm so surrounded by things that are growing like crazy. You know, we have to really enjoy the growing season in Vermont because it's not as long as it is in other places, and everything is just taking off, and I just love it. It's just luscious.
It's pretty tropical here.
It is. So I'll pass to Bronwyn.
Hi.
If you're ready.
I'm ready. So I have the little card here, but it's from Maya Toll's Wild Wisdom book. And so I've got a nice big copy if I can get it.
Oh,
nice.
And this is one of her symbols for early autumn. And I think that's where I am right now because that's my favorite time of year. So I'm sorry, Maritata, and I'm trying to speed the seasons on a little bit. I'm already drinking pumpkin spice coffee this morning and I'm ready. I'm ready for summer to go away. So so I'm in a slightly different place, but this card represents the elders, and the story behind it is embracing endings. And I feel like that's part of what I'm striving to facilitate at the moment in my family storylines. And just thematically, with so much of what we have going on, I just feel like even though change feels scary and I've always struggled with change, there are things that just have to change now and things that need to change. And I am here to assist with the facilitation.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay, and I'm going to go with Tony. You haven't gone yet.
So my day, so I got this card last night. This is that card that the emperor chose for me as my wish for today. Not the most positive, but this was literally my day, strife. So I was arriving here as that, but I kind of the card that called out to me as I was going through it was adjustment, and I need like you guys are all going to help me balance and adjust to being here and present with you. And so I thought it was a fun card too. I like the colors and the bubbles and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I need that kind of energy.
All right, we'll lean in. We'll keep you in mind, everybody. We're rooting for Tony. And is that the origin of the super squirrel with the hand grenade?
It was fitting. It's the one that jumped out. This like I feel like my t-shirt drawer is like a divination drawer.
Yeah.
Whichever one pops out for the day is like okay.
My card is the aftermath of your shirt, Tony.
There you go.
Should we blow on Tony right away? Should we give him embers?
Sure. Breathe it in, Tony.
Here you go, Tony.
So much. I love you, ladies.
And you are loved. Okay, who do you want to pass it to, Tony?
I will go with Freddie.
Okay, I chose been a crazy day. From the inner child cards, number 19, the yellow brick road.
Oh, wow.
And because the yellow brick road always reminds me of learning, the unexpected, magic, transformation, and a compilation of that kind of a day. Even, yeah. The biggest thing that happened, and it's got an exciting side to it to me, and yet it's not such a great thing that I saw. I had probably one of the most vivid past life recalls I've ever had, and I've had hundreds. I was thinking about a blind man that was at the store, the grocery store, and I was thinking like, oh, it would be so awful to never be able to see. And immediately I got this flash of my eyes being burned out in 4,000 BC.
Oh my gosh.
And it was so real. It was just like, and I'm going, oh my God, what just happened? But it was like, I mean, I know that it happened. And it was witch, priestess, kind of goddess thing. So that was, if I ever doubted, I no longer. But there's, I'm in a place of transformation and learning. Art 6 is so exciting.
It is exciting.
And I'm going to choose Altari.
Thanks, Freddie.
Well, I chose two cards, and I chose the Queen of Wands because I do feel like I'm in a magical time, and in a time of creativity that's being guided and helped along. And the Nine of Cups. I spent the morning with a plumber, because our whole house needs replumbing basically, and the wonderful gift of receiving a really a great referral of this old plumber, and it feels really good that he knows what he's doing. A lot of stuff that has been done before and it wasn't done properly. So I'm very much in this standing there with these guys, telling them what they're supposed to be doing. So that's my card.
We got some big stuff going on here. Who do you want to pass it to, Altari?
To Amelia.
Okay. Myself, am I unmuted? Yes, I am.
Yep.
Okay. Had a hell of a day. I'm just trying to relax and get my bearings. And I picked a card just before I came on here. And it is from the Toth deck, the Princess of Swords.
Mm.
And it really, I don't know if you see it or not.
Mhm.
It looks like I feel. It's just, pardon? Oh, I thought somebody said something. Yes, she has a sword. She's obviously really pissed off about things. That can relate to many things besides what's going on in our country and our world and my life right now. So it's the perfect card, but um, she seems to have everything under control, which is what I like. She's just like, I'm pissed off. Let me have fun with this, and then we can go on with our lives. This is what I'm getting from this card. So yeah, it's yeah, it looks like um that there's like a building in the background, or there was a building that she has um destroyed with her sword and her anger. And that could be any number of things. Could be a building representing, um, you know, like I said, things going on in our world, in our country, in many things in my own life that today, especially, seem to, from the second I woke up, seems to, be not really going very well. So she's taking care of that, and I'm grateful. So I take this card as a sign that's saying, "Don't worry, I've got it all under control. Let me deal with this, and you just relax." So that's what I'm doing.
Great. Sandra.
Yes. Okay. Mine is the 10 of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it represents a rainbow filling the cups, which it represents me. I'm being filled with light and love, and also celebrating joy and happiness. See, there's kids dancing, and everybody seems to be happy. And I feel like there's magic in the air.
Oh,
Nice. So we have people moving full speed ahead. State of discovery,
Mm,
embracing endings, strife, learning and transformation, like having our vision destroyed.
mm,
It's a magical time. We're being guided and helped. Things can be maddening, but we have it under control
mm,
because we're being filled with a rainbow of love and light.
mm,
Today's emperor maybe is going to help us feel a little bit more stable because that is part of what he's about, stability. He usually sits in a stone throne.
mm,
I'm gonna put on, nope, it doesn't work that way.
mm.
Okay, I'm gonna put on some slides so we can look. Oh, first we probably should, Janet, what does four? The emperor is four. What, tell us about four in numerology.
This is what I know, not as the numerologist, and I haven't like opened the book to look at it.
No, it's
But
okay.
when Emma taught us
Mm,
she said, just look at it and make it so you go 1, 2,
mm,
3, 4. It has these 4 lines. And she had us immediately think about the 4 legs of the chair and the 4 legs of a table. This is
mm,
foundation. This is the one word in my mind about the 4. It's a foundation. And in particular, if you happen to have a 22-4, that's the master number of foundation. So it gets me to ask, what is the foundation of my life? Kind of a big question. And then playing in, since art 5 and now 6 and 7, we are immersed, thanks to the Oracle of the Delphi, in the 4 elements. And I never, that prayer just kind of opening the library, went, whoa. And as I said last Sunday, I'm obsessed with our Mobius, which does have 4 ribbons.
mm,
So, and that's, it's like, well, come on, what else could be on there? And now we're just obsessed with the 4 elements and the 4 movements and the Mobius strip from awareness. So I have a new, very sweet relationship with 4, as opposed to that it's hard, and that and it
mm,
shifts my understanding of the emperor, not from fuck you, I'm in charge, which would be a Trump kind of, but
mm,
to what is the real foundation of power, what is the real foundation of learning, what is the real foundation of mysticism, what is the real foundation of my life. So I think 4 is pretty spectacular.
Yeah. And that's a really good point. The emperor is, each card has their gifts and each card has their shadows. And so as you're looking through our array of emperors, see what happens in your mind. And I can be really judgmental because the emperor is like Trump and I don't want to go there. But I think it's good to know those things because when you get these cards in a reading, that's what it can start to indicate if somebody is too rigid or selfish or only thinking about power. But then you also have to have in mind what is the what's the evolved version of the
mm,
emperor. So let's look at some cards. Um, the emperor is typically about, can you see? Yeah. The emperor is about power, wealth. It's exactly what you would think of about a king. Their emperors typically are men. We are going to see a female emperor on one of our cards. There's usually money involved, gold. Um, and he's somebody who is trying to drive the ideal of the times, and that to me is like, the Trump's misplaced energy. He thinks that his idea is the absolute way to go. That would be the shadow of the emperor, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, power, wealth, the ideals of the times. I forget who this is. It's not Napoleon, but anyway, I thought this was an amusing ideal of the times.
Yeah.
What times change? We could say that. So here's our standard Rider-Waite Smith. The emperor is the counterpart to the empress. All right, so we are talking about a male and female and what they each add to the situation. An evolved emperor would be like a loving grandfather, perhaps, who has learned a healthy sense of discipline. Someone who takes the big picture into consideration. Someone who doesn't only have his own best interest. And I am going to say he, because this is typically the male piece of the energy. So, has setting healthy boundaries, being a thoughtful leader. He is the architect of power. This is the structure, the rules. He's usually stoic. There's not much of a sense of humor, unless you look at this guy's clothing. That's not too stoic, but they're usually pretty stoic. They oftentimes have the ram's head because they are associated with Aries, and they're also associated with Mars. They usually have some sort of a scepter representing their power, and oftentimes there's an ankh, the symbol of life. There is usually an orb, which in most of these cards, it's like the symbol, the icon of what they rule, their world, their realm. There are usually mountains on either side. Strength, the heights he will climb through determination, his power, his stability. There's usually an eagle, but there's no eagle here. And that's a symbol of the Roman Empire. That's where that started. This can be the divine masculine. He has complete authority over systems of knowledge and strategy and law. So let's look at, since these two are related, an evolved emperor creates the beautiful structure and stability and safety so that the empress and her bounty can grow. He's not, as see the water here, the water in tarot is an intuition and emotion. She has more of it, though not a lot. He has very little of it. You can see the little bits of water there. He's less guided by emotions. So since I like to think of him as a gentle grandfather. He's not usually a young man. He's a man who has been tempered by life and his experiences. So this is the Golden Tarot. There's the eagle we were talking about. The throne. This, the sideways card, I think shows he's a little bit separate. He's not always really involved with day-to-day kind of stuff. He's in his little realm. He's up in his castle. He's doing his thing. The scepter has the fleur de lis. There's the orb again. I want to know what this is, and I don't. And the lion, power, regal. One of the messages that the write-up in this card says, there can be no winners without losers. So that was her point. Cat Black made the Golden Tarot. So any more thoughts about this card or that message?
Could that be a little statue of a ram, Kathy, on us next to him?
It looks like a bird if you zoom in.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. I zoomed in and it looked like a bird. Or like a griffin type thing.
Yeah, it looks like
Those could be its horns going back, though.
This could be some horns.
I guess, yeah.
It's a little bit curious.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Does he have bare feet?
He does. In contrast to this guy with his armor on.
Yeah.
I mean, we have all different kinds of rulers in the world.
He looks like less of a doer, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Little less physical action.
Right. Outside is just, the natural world is taking a very small part of this card.
What's he holding? Is that
he's got his scepter again.
In the other hand?
Oh, that's the orb. That's his
that's
realm.
the orb. Okay.
Yep, that's his domain. And he's definitely got the gold going on. This is the mystical moments. I loved this one, so I thought I would put it in.
Wonder if I could do that with my mustache.
I think that you probably can. I don't know.
Cadabra.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though, right? So this guy, he's outside, and he's connected to this vast area of land. He's part of the system. The castle is on his head. This to me maybe shows more legitimacy, that maybe he does work hard and consider things. I love how he has the flowers, but the flowers are sort of covered, taking a back seat to whatever military kind of regalia. Those flowers, I think this man in particular has a soft side. So go ahead.
And the building in his head, it's like the king thinks a lot about his domain. He's very much in his brain with his domain.
What do we think the branches are talking about here? Not just an awesome mustache.
He's giving off a little bit of Green Man energy with the branches, because like usually Green Man is depicted with like either horns or like branch horns.
Yes.
So maybe he was a green man that was
Mm.
pulled into the real world and has to now rule it.
Mm.
Well,
I
wouldn't it?
do like the flower on his shoulder. The uppermost
Mhm.
flower looks
Mhm.
like a tulip.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
What
was
a.
trying to figure out the other ones, but because that's like a fire tulip,
Yeah.
or I think that's what it's called.
Incredible.
Parrot tulip. Sorry,
What? Parrot?
parrot tulip. Yeah,
Mm.
it's usually like roughly and multicolored.
Ooh. And they're pretty big, huh?
Yeah, they're pretty large as well.
I don't think I've seen one of those.
They're gorgeous. Definitely look them up. They're usually more yellow with red on the
Parrot
inside.
tulip. Well, so this emperor is somebody that maybe I could respect if he started as a green man and then for some because of good choices, being compassionate, he's
Mm.
elevated now to leading the masses.
Mm.
So remember what we're doing in these is, pull the icons that you
Mm.
appreciate to round out your idea of emperor, and somehow, memory device wise, put them, you know, uh, settle them into your card so that you remember his green man mustache, or that there's a parrot tulip, because he does stop and appreciate beautiful nature.
Mm.
Looks up to me like he has a crown on his lap.
Okay.
Oh, right. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So let's look, Sandra, what would that mean? Instead of on his head, he's
Mhm.
holding it. Ooh,
Well, I maybe he values it. It might not mean anything like riches or anything, but maybe he values the meaning of it.
mhm.
Like for his empress, or I don't know what she wears. But.
It could be that his thoughts are more concerned with the collective than his own status.
Yeah.
That's my thing too, with
Mhm.
the physical building, the palace, meaning that holds many, many people on his head.
Mhm.
Right. Interesting.
Light workers tarot. Here we've got
Mm.
like a relaxed dude.
Mm.
Ram. Oh,
Mm-hmm. A chess piece.
Mm.
that looks like a king.
Yep. And he's seated on the symbol of the kingdom.
Mhm.
And there's the Ankh.
Which
And
chess
he's
piece? Which chess piece is that? Is that the bishop, or
One.
it doesn't look like the king?
It doesn't look like the king to you?
No, because it's got the cross on the top. Isn't that usually the bishop? I don't know chess very well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like
I just assumed that it would be the king. They're all so different, right? I don't know, maybe somebody can look that up.
and he's sitting on a chessboard. The whole thing is
Mm.
sitting.
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
Right.
yeah.
It is
And
the king,
It
Kathy.
is the
Okay.
king.
It is the
Yeah.
Okay.
king. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
and
there's
what
This
his
first sentence is maybe important because it is a chess piece. The king is the most important piece in chess. Next
Mm.
sentence. Its capture results in the end of the game.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mm.
That
Mhm.
just feels like, oh, wait a second, and look how he's thinking. He's thinking,
Mhm.
right? And this makes sense because a bad king, a bad emperor is like what we're living in right now, moving us to the end of the game. The game's going to
Mhm.
end if it
Mhm.
continues this way.
His legs are making the symbol 4.
The 4.
in the
Uh-huh.
floor.
So
Uh-huh.
foundation. Yeah.
He's also seated on the chessboard, like the chessboard's under his
Mm.
feet. So it's like
Mhm.
he lives within that game too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Strategizing.
Mhm.
Which way, what move should I make? Wanting to win.
Looks like he's wearing suspenders too, which means maybe he's cautious.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
So
And
if we could see what was in his pocket,
Yeah. What is
what
it?
would be
Yeah.
a good tool for him to have? A
Mhm.
decent king. What would be their tool? A pocket size something.
well, and now in this day and age, maybe how he's dressed, a pen.
Mm.
Okay.
Can you go in again, Kathy? Can you make it big?
They look
Yeah.
like glasses.
Oh,
Oh,
Don't they look
well,
like
Oh, it's
reading glasses?
the thing men put in their, you know, that scarf. It has a fancy.
Oh, a
Oh,
pocket
pocket
kerchief.
pocket square. Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
yeah, pocket square.
So
Uh,
that's interesting because the pocket square is only for formal clothes, and he's got a short sleeve cotton shirt on. That's interesting.
Mm,
That's interesting. And
mm,
he's put the pocket square in his pocket, and it's
mm,
barely showing. This card is very evocative, Kathy.
mhm.
Is the whole deck, the Lightworkers deck, like that? That there's
Uh, yeah. I think they have. This is the deck that had a couple of the first cards that you got in our New Moon tarots. Remember that the handsome guy on the
the
mountain?
Knight of Swords.
Yep.
Did
Yeah,
we look at the Lightworkers tarot for the Emperor? Empress?
yes, she
We
was
did?
the one who had the colorful belly that she was pregnant with the earth.
Mhm.
mhm.
Mm.
Because this is really interesting to see them side by side,
Mm.
Mhm.
right? Because they're a pair.
Okay, so why
Mhm.
don't I'll do that and I'll put that in light workers.
and the vision, the pictorial vision of the ram is almost oversized.
Yeah, it's weird.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's really big.
Have we talked about his tattoo
Yeah.
on his
Yeah,
left
yeah.
hand? It's kind of the symbol of Venus.
It's the Ankh,
It's the Ankh. What's the Ankh?
life.
Oh.
From Egypt.
And water.
Is the flash above his head from where the light source was hitting it when you took the
Oh.
picture, or does it have that and then the little swirl that
Mm.
comes down? Because that's
It-
almost like a representation of a halo or his
Mm.
crown or
Some sort of divinity coming down.
Mhm.
divine
Kathy's blue light.
inspiration.
What?
It's like Kathy's blue light.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It actually reminds me of Divine Sophia. It almost like looks like the dove a little bit,
Mm. Mhm.
the way it's above his head there.
It's a great
Maybe
card.
they're putting it across this chess piece, and maybe that's he's divinely inspired by and makes his moves that way.
Mm.
Right.
Mhm. Mhm.
Wouldn't that be a relief?
he almost
Mhm.
looked he almost looked like he was playing the game and he just won it and he's sitting back because he's proud.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's the vibes I'm getting off him.
Okay.
Mm.
Like I just won the game.
Hmm. Red, regal, strong, powerful, gold
Mhm.
pants.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
it's a
he
good.
doesn't. Mm. He just won the game, but he doesn't. I don't get that he feels cocky or proud.
Mhm.
It's just like, I did it. I'm the king.
Looks relaxed.
Yeah. Yeah. He's in a
What if
skin.
it's the opposite? What if he was checkmated, the game's over, oh, and he's looking off and going, what the fuck? What just happened? That's more what I'm picking up, not hot damn, I won.
And what has he got in his across his left hip lap? Is it a cloth or a handkerchief or
The shirt.
His shirt.
Yeah.
tail? But the rest of his shirt's
Yeah.
tucked in the front.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hanging out. Yeah, it's a
Mm.
shirt.
No, it's got fringe on it.
Oh, maybe so. Yeah. Little scarf.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. Oh, Kathy, go in close again. Let's look at the sole of his shoes. Well,
Very nice shoes.
with green socks, no less.
Mm.
Well, I was looking because you can really tell money from a man's shoes.
Sure. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's
What a great
taking his job
It
seriously.
looks really different these days, though. Do you know how much money people spend on sneakers?
Yeah.
Anymore?
Mm.
These collectors, it's crazy.
Mm.
So a lot of times to me, they don't look like valuable shoes. And
Right,
they're like
but they know they
crazy off
are,
the
right.
charts. Yeah.
Shoes make the man.
Mm.
Crazy, huh?
Mm-hmm. Very different card. This is that
Mhm.
Liberation Tarot
Mm.
called The Establishment.
Hmm.
So, a woman, she's cut a hole in the fence.
Oh,
Her scepter has the ram's head. Under the ground, we're seeing a cross section of the earth. We have tree roots and mycelium. There are actually, these are dandelions, and the dandelion roots are here also. We have the tools to uproot empire, was one of the messages on this card. We can reroute the flow of resources. We can harness the magic of plants. And I'm gonna go forward and then we'll come back. Remember, this is the deck that has poetry. Grab your herbs, your spells, your recipes. Trust the people. We need ritual for revolution. Stability will come through our nimbleness.
Mm. 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 I like that.
I don't know what this is, and it didn't say. A key. And it looks like a Lego to me.
Brick.
Looks like a brick.
To break windows, maybe.
Open doors, break windows.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's flames.
There's what?
Flames on the tree branch. Oh, well, you can't see my finger.
Oh, yeah.
That looks like sumac.
Okay, so what would that mean? What is sumac? Vitamin C. It grows where the land has been disrupted. To bring back some stability or whatever. Look at her crazy boots, even though she's riding a.
But she's hip. Look at her. She's on a motorcycle.
I think she has a mustache.
And it really looks like she has a mustache.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. But she also has breasts, for sure.
For sure. Long nails.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that tool?
Wire cutters.
Wire cutter.
Right?
Partners.
She cut the hole in the fence.
Partners.
Oh,
What?
yeah. The fence that kept her in. Huh.
Or out.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's a cool card.
She's breaking down the establishment. She's got the wire cutters, the key to get
Mhm.
into the doors, and the brick to break the windows.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And both the thistle
Right,
and the
good way.
sumac really represent that resilience,
Mm.
And the mushrooms.
healing. Yeah. The mushrooms don't
Oh,
look
wow.
The mushrooms look like the amanita.
They do a little, they don't have the white
Mhm.
spots, but
Wow.
they look
Yeah.
related. The roots remind me of our green man's mustache too. That the made me think that the
Oh.
green man's mustache can be root related.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And are those eyeglasses at the very top center?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Here.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it looks like these look like the same as the branches,
Right.
but I don't know. Um, it kind of does look oh, well, there's a leaf on the end of it.
Right.
Hard to say. We can't see her eyes.
And the orb there is bright red, which is the Aries sign of the fire, and um, yeah, when you think of an emperor, it's not only ruling, but it's cutting, like, has to be in some ways, even though could be part of the establishment, he's a power of change too.
So this is almost like an anti-emperor. Every single symbol on there is the symbol of anarchism. This is an anarchist deck, isn't it, Kathy?
Yeah. Yeah, it's called the Liberation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a wow.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't the dandelion, isn't that the plant that breaks through like asphalt and stone?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
More breaking down the structures.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Are all the cards in the Liberation Tarot sort of the antithesis, the opposite? They shift your brain to going, yeah, well, are they all like that?
Not always. This is the deck that they had about 35 people each make 2 cards. And so everybody was, knowing that it's called the Liberation Tarot. Some of them are more straightforward than others. This one is definitely not. It was curated by 2 women. So the whole thing has the same tenor, but the art is different, and the message is sometimes more hard hitting than others.
And instead of a stone throne, she's on a bicycle.
Yeah, right. They can move.
That can move, and sometimes when I do watch the news, and anarchists, a lot of them are on bicycle, right? Throwing things.
Well, what did it say? The stability will come
Nimbleness.
through our
I love
nimbleness.
that.
Yeah, we're being forced to be nimble right now, aren't we? Which is kind of exhausting. And riding on a motorcycle is exhausting compared to being in a car.
So do you think
And more
that
vulnerable.
is what might be by gender, transgender?
Yeah, I was wondering if she's trans.
Because she's got the mustache and she's definitely feminine.
Yeah.
But how many of us women do have mustaches, but we get rid of them?
All right. We don't nurture.
We don't talk
Just
about
bucking the system.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey.
Oh.
Wow.
Mhm.
The title of this, Son of the Morning, Chief Among the Mighty. There's that red of Mars,
Mhm.
red of Aries.
I want to flip the card on its side, and it looks like a goddess dancing, like
Oh,
a
they're
Indian. Yeah.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a little animal face on the left side of that centerpiece. Yes.
Mhm.
No,
Mhm.
in the towards the middle.
Mhm.
There.
Mhm. Yeah. Almost a tiger, maybe.
Hmm. Mitochondria, the how lit up from inside and exuding. All I can see now is it's like a Dakini,
Yes.
the goddess.
Mhm.
Son of the morning, chief among the
Mhm.
mighty.
Oh,
Do you remember last time the Empress was the hawk on the lupin and just the meadow of wildflowers?
Mm. Mm.
Okay, so this one is in contrast. She was like a crazy celebration of flowers.
Mm.
These are planted, they're falling in line.
Mhm.
It's measured, it's straight.
Mhm.
But it also
The
shows how they might complement each other. There's a time for both.
Mhm.
that's a poppy, right?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
anybody know what poppy means?
Poppy is a lot of times of they say if poppies come up, it's a visitation from the dead.
Mm.
Remembrance,
Mm.
military remembrance. It's a big deal, and everyone would wear their
Oh.
poppies on Remembrance Day
Okay.
in
Mm.
England.
Flanders.
But it's also the source of opium, isn't it?
Mhm.
So that's interesting that this is a
Mm.
confluence of power and
Uh,
hallucin. No, I
Mhm.
don't know.
Mhm.
Hallucin is
Illusionary.
the right word, but because morphine and all of those things come from poppies, and wars have been fought
Mhm.
over.
so
Is
out
this?
of your mind about power or something.
Mm.
It was also
But
the
it's also.
snare that captured Dorothy.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
that's
Yes.
right. She fell asleep in a field of
Uh-huh.
poppies.
Mm. But it looks like bigger poppies leading a troop of poppies
Yeah.
all in a row.
But anybody who's had real poppy flowers, they are
Mhm.
short-lived. They
Mhm.
have 1 or 2 days and then they're
Mhm.
done.
But they come back.
Sometimes if you don't live
Yeah.
in Vermont.
They also come back sometimes where you're not expecting or wanting them.
Yeah,
Sometimes it'll be in a compost heap or
right.
in the middle of a
You know,
bush or
the other day, you all know that I'm dealing with the death of my aunt, and the other day I found poppies. I haven't seen poppies in that area in 10 years. It's
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That happened to me the spring. My dad died December 29th, and that spring
Mm.
my dad would do a big cleanup on they lived on the lake, and he
Mhm.
made it so that you could just walk into the water.
Oh.
Well, that my mom was just beside herself worrying about this waterfront cleanup. And we went down there, and there was this spray of little red poppies that they
Wow.
had never planted, had never had.
Wow.
And we just,
Wow.
wept because had never, and they never came back.
Wow.
I'm in love with the one on the right.
Yes.
The tree being the emperor. I love that.
Yep.
Mm.
So here's a little story. We have a lot of giant white pines in Vermont. We still have them on our land. At the time of the American Revolution, the British government claimed all the pine trees that were bigger than 24 inches in diameter, because they would use those as the mast on their ships. So the surveyors who worked for the king, they would move through the land and they would leave the mark. This is our tree. This is our tree.
Yeah.
And here's the mark. It's called the King's Mark. And you weren't allowed in the Northeast to cut these trees that had this mark without the His Majesty's royal license. So they had to start to enforce this because they were big trees, and they had, like, we had to fell one because they get big enough and then they're done. They're done thriving and then they can fall down. That was near where we wanted to build my son's cabin, and that entire tree built his cabin. So to lose one of these trees means maybe you lose the whole winter's worth of heat or a building that you need. So the enforcement became a big thing. And then it turned into people were starting to protect these trees and say, no, this is on my land. It's not going to belong to the king. So then this became a symbol of the patriot movement about reclaiming what the king said was his. So this is an amazing emperor card.
It also makes me think of like a sentinel, that idea of the sentinel, the guardian, the landmark.
Yeah, because the hardwoods, here, the hardwoods grow tall also, but these dwarf everything. I don't know what it's like where everybody else lives, but
So Kathy, is that a white pine? Or
yeah.
is that an evergreen? No, that actual animalogy is the tree you're talking about. Wow.
Yeah, pretty neat, huh?
Well, the confluence of this, so the king goes, it's mine, and the Americans go, fuck you, no, it's not. So to call this particular tree the emperor has subtle, hidden
Anarchy card.
liberation meaning.
Yeah. Yeah. Jerry would like this card.
Well, that's exactly. I'm going, and it looks like an A. A for anarchist. Yeah. Wow.
That's an abomination.
I know. I hate seeing that. So more
Oh, look at him. Oh,
yes.
gorgeous.
This is a beautiful deck called the Calm Tarot.
How appropriate for tomorrow.
Right, Lionsgate. Yes, yes. This one I love. This looks like a gem to me, or layers and layers and layers going back in time. Right, I would trust this to guide me. This stag looks like he knows what he's doing. supported by the tree roots. And this is probably another white pine. The needles look long.
Mm.
Can you see my wooden disc?
Oh yeah. Oh look. Wow, very similar.
Mm.
Freddie, you and your artifacts.
Well, I just got this when I bought another one similar.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Meritotin, I thought you would like the deer on this one.
I love it, Kathy, and I did not ever hear that story about the king's markings on the pines.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We were told that because we have those behind our house where it's clear now, used to be all those giant trees. They're but they're 90 years old, and they just were starting to fall. And we have some now that look just like this. I'd call them a toilet brush because they're so tall and they have this poof at the end. But they're not in danger of hitting our house, so
we had a row of them on the side of our house going along Woods Road South, and the Green Mountain Power took them down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I was so upset.
Yeah.
I can't even talk about it. It was
Wow.
upsetting.
Did you use the
Right.
wood? What happened to the wood?
Did we use that wood? Yeah, we did.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We had somebody come and did we use it? Yeah, we did. I was like, well, where would it go if we didn't use it, right?
Right.
Yeah, we use the wood when a tree goes down on the property. There are some old dead trees, like I'm looking at one right now that my husband wants to take down, but the birds and the chippy chipmunks and the squirrels live in them, so I won't let them.
Yeah, they're good habitat.
Yeah,
Right.
and they're not going to fall in the house. They're far away from the house. Sorry, I got off topic.
Okay. So I want to say something about that walrus, right? I love that walrus, but one of the things I wanted to point out in the book by Letitia Barbery, and there most of her old cards that she is depicting. Can you see that? The emperor, like 2 pages of the cards. I don't know if you can see it, but the emperors are looking, if they were sitting next, or we put them down next to the empress, they would be looking at the empress, and the empress would be looking at them.
Oh, that's
And so I've
interesting.
been waiting for that, and all these different cards that are more modern. But and then the walrus shows up, and he's looking at the that direction. But and for me, that is that wonderful combination of the ruler having both sides of the brain activated, both sides of the beings activated, and ruling from that place, and listening, like listening to each other.
Yes. Yes. May it be so.
Great. In
Well,
our modern times.
I'm looking at the mystical moments cards, and would the emperor be on the right or the left?
Well, he's looking directly at us.
But in these cards, if he's
there you go.
If you put him on the left, he's looking at her.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if he sits on
but
the
she's
right.
number 3. But she's number 3, and he's number 4.
Right.
So
if
so it would be the opposite then.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I mean, yeah, exactly. Because it's number. I mean, that's the way we read. We left to right. In Chinese, it would be the other way.
But
They read right to left.
there's two emperor cards
Oh, I forgot about that.
in this deck.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, there's the green man, which thank you, Tony. I'm always gonna think of that now. I love that. And then there's her.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's much more like she has her little puppets down below.
Yeah, she's got her puppets.
Mm.
She's got her braids, her crown on. Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, interesting. Mayor Totten, maybe you could post those in the Discord.
Okay.
Mm.
In the Dark Goddess Tarot,
Mm-hmm.
Emperor's called Sovereignty. And it's about the Morgan. And I needed to read
Yeah.
about this because I didn't know the lore. She's a female leader of the Celts, a Celtic
Mm.
tribe, of course. Very fond and comfortable of the battle. She's got a raven helmet, and it's because her job is to walk the battlefield and um, picking through the fallen uh,
Mm.
soldiers, and she prophesizes their doom. So that's what this raven
Mm.
headpiece means. After the battle, she speaks peace to the sky, strength in everyone. There's a dark sky behind her. She commands the leaders in her tribe to be fair and to protect the land and the plants and the animals.
Mm.
So she has a bigger picture view than just her power.
Mm.
If you see her in a reading, she asks you to take a powerful stance and don't waste time on petty disputes. If you're going to go to war, make sure there's a very good reason for it.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
This goddess came to my partner in his dreams.
Mm.
Really?
Yep. And he didn't know, he asked me, he's like, do you know? And I'm like, so we had to look it up. And when I showed him the picture, he's like, yep, that's what I saw.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I have several statues and depictions of the Morrigan. I love her.
Mm.
She's definitely a goddess of death and balance, and she's amazing. Very strong woman figure.
Can you write about her in Discord for us?
I can, yeah.
Maybe a picture of your statues.
Mm.
So in the thought deck, the emperor and the empress do look at each other.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the two rams, the fleur-de-lis, there's he's holding his kingdom. He doesn't have armor on, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He has bees also. There are a lot of bees in the Thoth deck. His scepter, of course, and Mars and Aries. That fiery red again.
Mm-hmm.
What else do the Thoth people know about this?
I have it. I have it all written. Tony, do you have it?
I didn't get a chance to actually, like, I was working with him every day, but I didn't actually read the book.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
I got it actually from
What do we think that the
my
lamb
notes.
means here?
Good balance.
The lamb with the flag. Is it a lamb with the flag?
Yeah.
You want me to tell you, or you want to guess?
Let's guess first.
Okay.
I think it balances the shield. And are those eagles?
Phoenix
They're eagles.
or eagle?
Phoenix. But it's a shield, which is you hold up a shield in war, and then the lamb is a symbol of peace.
Makes sense to me.
That's pretty close. The book says leadership which is strong yet sensitive to negotiation and peacemaking.
Yeah.
So you're pretty on there, all three.
He's got his legs in that 4 again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it talks about that too.
Well, and his scepter is topped with a ram also.
Yep. You see all these angles. He's not very yielding.
Yeah.
This one. Very angular.
And it's interesting to me, the leg that is with the foot on the floor looks like you're looking at the bone.
It almost looks like a skull on the kneecap too. It's such a
Posture, alchemicals, sulfur, fiery element of the universe. See, legs right angle, rule through unyielding law and order. So yeah, that's
unyielding.
Yeah.
There's a sun behind him.
Yeah. And even that is so angular. You know, it's like he sees the world. His world is unyielding. Even in his cheeks, the angles that she used to represent his face.
Yeah.
And she talks about the bees.
Yeah.
Leadership requires vision, ways of seeing, varied forms of perception. The bees on his on his armor, on his robe.
That's very Merovingian.
Very what? What did you say?
The Merovingian, the early French royalty were Merovingians.
Oh, Merovingian, right? Okay.
And the bees were their symbol. The bees and the fleur-de-lis.
Those rams are really terrifying.
That's what I was thinking. They're like staring us down, aren't they?
And those horns, they're weapons.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not fooling around.
No, but I was just thinking, if you took the image of those horns and put them somewhere else instead of on top of a ram, they wouldn't be giving me the same feeling. Almost shell-like.
So in the tarot book, she says, explorer whose curiosity and initiative is always on forefront of human experience. That's what she says about the rams.
Could you repeat that, Mary Totten?
These are just my notes that I took from the book. Explorer whose curiosity and initiative is always on forefront of human experience.
That pulls in more like the wild mountain goats and sheep and things when you see the places that they can get to and the ledges that they can stand on and things and the cliff faces that they can navigate.
Yeah.
I don't know that much about Aries. Does that describe Aries?
Yeah.
Can you see my husband jumping to the cliff and not worrying about it for 1 minute?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it's the first in the cycle, in the in the astrological.
Okay.
First, it's the first one.
The pioneer.
So
headstrong.
And initiative.
Starter. Yes.
Starter.
She uses words pioneer, builder, leader, doer, visionary.
Yep.
For the emperor.
We need those, but they're not comfortable to raise.
I hear you. I hear you, Branwyn.
You see me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and then in contrast, we have
Grace. Yes.
the chief. And
Yeah,
I'm going to
she's
show
fierce.
you, we'll go back and forth between these because this deck, she created these to go together. These are partners. Oh, wait a minute. Not that way.
Not
There
him.
we go. All right.
Oh, wow.
So, the Queen Mother and the Chief. She's about standing in your truth. Do what's best for all. And that's not an easy job. So she says, because of the support of the Queen Mother, the chief can confidently stand in their power, fiercely and protectively wielding their authority for the well-being of her collective. She's got two women flanking on her shoulders. She rules by consensus.
Those are her rams, right?
Those are her rams, yes. It's because of the Queen Mother's feminine power that the chief stays humble to those around them. Divine guidance is represented by the diamonds here, hardened by time, right? Time has taught how to be the chief. So this the feminine is part of. She looks just like Grace to me.
That is Grace Jones.
That was not mentioned
It's so definitely her.
in this write-up. Exactly.
And she was about androgyny,
Right.
which can bring you back to the motorcycle mama emperor.
Right.
Yes.
She has fur around her neck, which they say is showing gratitude for all they have required. Divine connection can always make us better. So there she is by
I
herself.
love this card so much. The chief.
Yeah, in the Letitia Barbier book, that's what she starts the emperor with, and she has wonderful writing about Grace Jones, and and again the androgyny, or the coming together of male and female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and she
So,
was a
that
visionary.
book.
She blazed trails. Such a good image for that card.
Yeah. So I went off on a tangent because I was thinking about the bird thing, and the eagle, but it reminded me of a bird that I saw that I thought was very also regal in the southern. I can't remember if it was in Texas. I think it was actually in Mexico where I saw this bird called the caracara. So here's what I wrote. My idea is that instead of modeling after the eagle representing empire, perhaps the emperor would be more interesting if he aligned with the caracara, a bird I met on trips south of our border. These curious birds are more social, and we know when we are social, we learn from others. The emperor might be tiresome because he only hangs out with his own type. I'm thinking of Mar-a-Lago.
Oh God.
The caracara mixes it up because when you're a bird of prey, the prey may be unreliable or scarce, so creativity comes into play, and that's how this bird operates. They're usually in the desert. At the top of the food chain, the caracara learns from his peers and is known for his plasticity of mind. This is one of the birds that they study to try and understand how it uses tools, why it interacts the way it does. Especially for these times, this bird faces negativity with flexibility and can embrace unpredictable environments. I saw one very beautiful, just sitting on a fence, looking around. There was nothing to hunt, at least not what I could see. Anyway, so that's one of the things that I'm going to put in with, into my mind of how the emperor works, maybe adding some plasticity of mind. Okay.
I have seen this bird multiple times here in our neighborhood.
Really?
Get out.
Yeah, and so I saw it one time. It was on a telephone pole right near. There's a little river over here, and I heard it made a noise, and I looked up, and it was, and I had to look it up because I was like, I've never seen this bird anymore, and it actually looks a little bit different than what the painting is, because it generally has like a white
Yeah.
neck and like a red head.
Yeah, redhead.
Yeah. Well, like a red, like the bottom half of its head is white, and then just the very top is red, almost like a cardinal.
Yep.
And so I saw it and I looked it up because I have like a bird app. So I looked it up and was like, oh, okay. And then very cool bird. And then like probably about like a year later, I saw it again, same place.
I don't think they're supposed to be here.
I mean, Florida's not too far, but
that's part of what's happening now. Interesting. I'm so happy that you got to see one.
Yeah, they're really cool. Like
they're really
huge, cool. And they're huge.
Yeah. Yeah, they're intimidating. But they're, all the times I've seen eagles, I've never really related to them because they're so intimidating. This one made me really curious, though.
So how big are they?
It was probably like a good 2 feet, maybe more.
Yeah.
So they're as big as a bald eagle.
Yeah.
I just posted one in the Discord. I found a picture. There's one called the stray. I can't say that word. Striated.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is all brown, and then the one that Tony's talking about is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool.
And they're
I don't think I've ever seen one.
They're not up here. They are endangered. Like they know how many of these there are now. So I think it's good news, Tony, that you saw one.
Are they?
And I don't think I logged it in the app either.
Are they birds of prey or carrion eaters?
I think they're carrion.
Oh.
But I'm not sure.
Huh. Because that kind of ties them in with the ravens and vultures.
Yeah, the corvid.
You do know that
they're that smart.
They are opportunistic carnivores and scavengers, meaning they eat bloody everything, dead and alive. They primarily feed on carrion, dead animals, but they do also actively hunt for live prey, including insects, invertebrates, reptiles, fish, and everything. They are known to steal food from other birds and even raid nests for eggs.
Yeah, they have that hook, the raptor.
Cool.
So he's going to be my animal emperor. Okay, so this is a really cool thing. We haven't talked about this yet. This is the constellation of the emperor. And Janet, you mentioned 22-4. Well,
emperor.
People think of the Fool as the beginning 0 and also as 22, the end. Okay, so that's why we have death 13, 3 plus 1 is 4, emperor, and 22, 2 plus 2 is 4. So this is I read a piece about this from Mary Greer. she says that this is in quotes, when the power of an established ruler is subverted by madness, or the situation becomes untenable by his being a puppet or a tyrant, it is apparent that what is ruling us must die. The result may be a new king or a return to an original state of innocence. Both are major themes of this constellation. So in the Emperor, this constellation is showing us the tug between the pure life force and power, what power can destroy. So this is showing, how the Emperor can be balanced, boundaries, restraint, and a heart that is free to explore, possibly change their mind, right? An intelligent person is going to be open to changing your mind, like the fool would be. Birth new ideas, empathize with those around us. Any comments on that?
The fool kind of
Well,
represents the Rams too, because it's that adventurer that goes before that pioneer spirit as well of the Rams.
Yep.
Could it
Yep.
could it also be, Kathy? Like the fool is like birth, innocence, joie de vivre, and then death is like lived life. Went through a lot, death, and then the emperor maybe rebirthed into a wiser person, wiser leader.
I feel like it's a constellation of our times that we have this horrible emperor, pretty crazy, who that whole system of his needs to die. And when it does, we're going to reborn into this person that is just full of life and love.
So you're
And
going that way. Yeah. I love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I can read what's in the Tarot handbook because she talks about this as well. It's just, I think it's one sentence. Every leader must have the capacity to let go and move forward, as in the death and rebirth card. And then every leader must have the courage to risk and try the unfamiliar or initiated creative and new approaches, the fool, without fear or resistance.
Amen.
Emperor feels a little bit like the hero's journey too, even in those aspects of protection and being the savior, and those are very much aspects of the masculine hero's journey. So it's a step towards divine masculinity. It's not, it doesn't feel like it's there yet, but it's on that path, taking those steps. It has that protective, shielding nature. It definitely feels like it has that hero's journey aspect.
And of course, in history, the royalty was always acclaimed to be, in connection to the source, that they had divine knowledge. Of course, Egypt, that was, at its height. But in many, there's that. That's why they wear a crown and they get crowned in, Westminster Abbey, right? So.
Yeah.
Oh, Kathy, your color card. That's what I was trying to really compare it to, and I couldn't quite make the connection for myself. Royal blood. I was
Oh,
yeah,
right.
of royal
Interesting.
blood. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
right.
wasn't coming to me, but I knew it was making me think of something.
Yeah. Yeah, and what good is that if you're just the king because of blood? That doesn't mean that you have the mind or the anything for it. Do you even want it?
Well, it usually means that you're a little crazy if
Means you
you're in
really want it.
bloodline.
If you're not feeling the burden of it,
Yeah.
are you suited for it? if you
Right.
don't recognize the burden of it.
Yeah.
My card actually has his crown is an anvil hanging over his head, and his scepter is that he's holding his own rope.
Whoa.
Can you hold that up?
Yes.
That sounds like a good one.
Here's my book. So
We're at
this
the
one,
end, so I'm going to stop. Now I'll spotlight you. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
he's holding his scepter is holding the rope to his own anvil, the weight of his burden over his head.
Mm.
Wow.
Like that one's it's pretty cool. It had a lot of symbology that I thought was kind of neat.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
That's intense. So let's see.
I have a fun emperor I could share if you can pin me. And
Yep.
you've seen this one, Kathy. I sent it to you. And I'll post it in the Discord group. I don't know if you guys can see
Yeah, love that one.
Oh, the bear.
the bear emperor.
That's
He's so
awesome.
cute.
He looks like he's in Arizona.
That's where I got it.
Oh, I love it.
I got that one, and this one's pretty awesome too. It's actually the temperance card, but it's called the caffeinated. I couldn't resist.
It's great.
We're not there yet.
Yeah, bring it back out when we get there. That's good. So, so let's talk about the general meaning of the emperor in a reading. So when you see the emperor pop up, it can be it's time to follow the rules. Don't, or maybe it's time to break the rules. You may be in a period of dealing with institutions. Maybe there's a lawsuit happening. Maybe there's a banking dilemma. Maybe it's about the universities, a hospital. I was asking something about your self-discipline. Too much, too little. It may be asking you to put some systems in place to support yourself somehow. Maybe you're trying to write a book, so make it maybe systematic. Might be asking you to throw the system that if you're stymied and you can't create, get rid of the systems. Maybe it's time to put a goal in place. What are you working toward? It might be asking you to thoughtfully understand, what do I have control of and what's not mine? Shadow aspect of the emperor in readings, being over controlling. Maybe it's none of your business. Maybe you're not the ruler of this situation. Are you too bossy? Are you too rigid? Are you overly competitive? Think of the guy seated with the king in his hand. Are you only focused on winning? Or are you looking at the big picture? You might be stuck in the old ways. Maybe you're not using that the cara plasticity and being open to new ideas. And maybe you're leaning on customs a little bit too much. You've done it this way. You've always done it this way. This is how I do it. But maybe it's time to come up with some new ideas. What would you add to that?
One thing I thought about when you were saying either breaking the rules or following the rules, you could also be making the rules.
Right.
He is the ruler, if you will.
I'm thinking about my ram-like husband jumping onto the
Mm.
onto the cliff. He loves to make rules. What else? Imagine pulling this. You have a person that you're reading with, for maybe yourself. What would the emperor mean?
In its shadow aspects, it feels very patriarchal, very hierarchical, very, I mean, you can almost even say like white supremacist, those oppressive, suppressive
Yep.
ideas and qualities.
Yep. You know, so if somebody is not performing or feeling like, why is this happening to me? Maybe they're being put down in that way. Maybe there's a system working against what they're trying to do.
That makes me think of like, consider, I'm sorry, someone talking at the same time.
Freddie was, so Mayor Totten, you go ahead, and then Freddie.
It makes me think of, you know, you could be, we need to follow, you know, step-by-step process. But we can become too rigid. Just consider that. Do you need to like let go and go with the flow a little bit more about something? Connect to nature, to water more.
Freddie?
Your intuition.
Or do you need to have more power? Need to stand with power?
Gather your power.
Step into it.
On the situation.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is where your intuition comes in. This is when you see it. This is why we learn the traditional meanings of these archetypes. They're all facets of the way we believe we behave in and out all day long. Then that's, you use that as the basis, and then your intuition, things just are going to fall into your lap, and you're going to know, oh, the emperor in this situation means that.
It's like the new clothes, which is what my inner child card is, the emperor's new clothes.
When I first started this week with the emperor, I really have to look at my relationship with the patriarch and my prejudices of the strong ruler. And so that really was up for me this whole 2 weeks to, yeah.
Me too. And with that, I was thinking about the you know, because I grew up a woman, and I'm typically being told what to do by patriarchy men, strong men who are just given, they just like are born with that power. How that it's the air we breathe. And I was also likening it to generational trauma, you know, with what's happening in Gaza. We're creating those ideas that are just simply getting passed down and passed down and passed down.
So it almost represents those subconscious cultural norms we've always lived with and never questioned as well.
Yep.
You know, right now in my life, my husband's not aging well, and so more and more is put on, the ruling of this is put on me. And you know, I am ruling a bunch of contractors right now, which is, you know, sometimes I bite my tongue because I realize a lot of men don't like to be told what to do by a woman. No. So it's a, yeah. So
don't
the
get it right.
shadow, excuse me?
They especially don't like it if you happen to be right.
Yeah, or they're definitely wrong, and I point out, you didn't do that right.
Mm.
Mm,
Do we want to do some questions?
mm,
And I'll send these out anyway. Let's do some of the easier ones. What roles have you taken on responsibly in your kingdom? Where is it that you look at the big picture, consider who it affects? Can you bring a healthy version of the emperor to mind, a real person who is a balanced, we probably wouldn't even call them an emperor, but who uses their power in a balanced way? Who's in power that uses their power in a balanced way? And what are those things that make your choice of that human balanced and should I say good? That they're actually serving people.
I am going to hop off because William has just arrived.
Have a blast with William. Tell William I said hello.
It's sleepover with William night.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
But I'll still see you at 9 a.m., Kathy.
Yes.
Okay. Mwah. Love you all.
I
Love you too.
I see you. I see you. Okay.
What do you consider to be worth fighting for? Currently, do you feel imbalance? And if you don't, would more structure around that or less structure be a relief?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Is there a place in your life where you might benefit by loosening your hold, giving up some rules, leaving some of your self-discipline behind? Where do you need to feel more free? What systems have you been born into that you might not even notice, and are they serving you? What system would you cut a hole into with your wire cutters to allow more flow? Or what window would you break? How do you keep yourself honest? Are you still open to learning from your peers? Do your wishes mesh with the ambitions of the collective?
That one sounds like a trick question.
Well, it's really what's the collective? What collective?
I mean, we don't have to align with, whatever percentage of MAGA voters. Maybe that's not my collective.
Exactly. But it is on some level.
Yeah.
We are in the United States.
Yep. And then when you're finished, there are more questions that I'll send in the email and I'll put in the Discord channel. Let's choose face up. Let's do one face up card and one random card from your deck, and let's make a wish for each other as our collective. May we, so one face up and one random.
Gonna miss
So we're
this part today, Kathy, because I've got to go to the gym and my husband's waiting on me and I am not changed yet.
great.
I need to get dressed.
Okay.
But I love you guys. Have a
Love
great
you
night.
too.
Bye.
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 Kathy,
Bye.
Kathy, could you repeat that last one? And what is our wish?
Choose one card face up
Uh-huh.
and one random card. Pick it without looking.
Uh-huh.
And make a wish for each other out of both of those cards.
Oh.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Hmm. Mm. 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 Mm.
Mm. I have 3 cards because one card fell out and practically smacked me in the face.
Oh, you've had that repeatedly many times.
May you know that you reflect the divinity of the cosmos.
Mm.
May you hold your resources near and appreciate them for what they
Mm.
are with childlike exuberance. I love this little bear so much.
Mhm.
And um eh, may you rely on what supports you and helps you to thrive.
Mm.
Janet, you look like you're ready.
I am. So this is the one I chose consciously, and it feels like this is exactly what we're doing in Art 6. We're learning everything is alive, everything is conscious, shut up and have a conversation and listen. So then the like just reach in and grab, interestingly to me, is the same card, right? Or the same concept, because
Oh,
this one is the plant is getting her attention, it's not hatching her, and she is listening and talking, and this is exactly what Kathy and I are creating. And so my blessing for you is that we all learn to listen.
Mhm. Mhm.
beautiful.
Isn't
Mhm.
it?
Mhm.
I love that nut hatching is a verb now.
Yeah, we're
It is.
making a whole thing. Yes, we're nut hatching. It's so good. Tony, you want to go?
Sure. So this is the card that I picked, which is the Ia.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wish you all, because it's just very magical and very internal, external, very, I don't know, just a lot going on here. And I thought that it was interesting that the random card was the sun. So I wish you lots of magic and sunshine, and be the light to the world that we need in this time.
And Tony, may you feel surrounded by that magic of the cosmos. Newt doing her back bend, and know
Thank
that
you.
you are the sun. Who else wants to go? Sandra, Freddie, Alteri, you ready? Sandra, go for it.
Okay. I drew the Eight of Cups, and to me that is everyone seeking what they're looking for and finding it. And this the strength is what I chose, and that is that you follow your heart in order to receive the gifts you're looking for.
Thank you. Alteri, you want to go?
Yeah, I consciously picked the Lovers, and then I didn't look and picked the Knight of Cups. And I combine the two for my wish. May the spirit of love shine down on all of us, acknowledging our balances of the male and female, and it being brought to us by the gentle wisdom of the knight on the horse, and the cup will just be filled with love and shine and just allow you to drink it in.
Beautiful. Thank you. Freddie.
I consciously chose the wizard,
Mhm.
and I picked the Five of Swords. And my wish, combining these, well, it's twofold, that each of us draw on our inner child and use visualization that leads to transformation and in the potentiality of our creative mind with freedom and adventure.
May it be so.
So be it.
I will send an email. I will post everything on Discord. Post anything that you would like, reply to the email, get in contact with me. Next is the Hierophant. Hold on. We will meet here in 2 weeks. All right. Be well, everybody. Love to you all.
Kathy, did you
What?
find that for me? Did you get a chance
Oh,
to
the book.
the book?
I will do that.
Okay, thank
I
you.
will write to you. Yeah.
Okay.
And I have a quick question for Alteri. I sent you an email asking if you wanted to read The Blessing of Isis at the end of Sunday. Do you want to? Will you be there?
I'd be honored. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Next time.